One of my relatives, a wonderful young woman, just recently got engaged. She's 42 years old, and so, as you can imagine, like many of us, we worry about the wonderful women in our community who haven't yet found a spouse. And so, when we found out about her engagement, everyone was excited. We started talking about the wedding planning and the clothes and the venue, and it struck me, of course, because we were starting this major project and I'm talking to all these wonderful researchers on the issue of divorce, who's talking about the other parts of the marriage, not the wedding, but the marriage. And so I had a chance to talk to this woman on the side, and it turns out that she had thought about the idea of premarital counseling, but only because she was well connected in her community and actually happened to live in a city with an imam who was trained and who knew about counseling and the importance of this. Others in my family have not been so lucky. So like many of us, I grew up in a family where my parents were sort of the landing ground for all of the new relatives that were coming to America. So probably over the course of my childhood, my parents had between 10 and 12 of my relatives staying with us, some for a few weeks, some for a few months. And so I became quite close with my family, and alhamdulillah, all of them are now well established in the U.S. With their families. But of that small sample of my family, 10 relatives, 3 of them have had divorces. And so perhaps, quite honestly, it was the failing of our family that we didn't provide them the support we needed. But also in their communities, they didn't have those resources. They didn't have the imams and the religious leaders and the supportive communities that could help them through their challenges. So as we talk about these topics tonight, each of us have these stories. We have stories of relatives or friends or perhaps challenges even within our own marriages. These are difficult questions to raise. But we believe that the starting point is with data. Because by having information, we can empower ourselves to address the questions within our community. We can come up with solutions that are based on sort of what we know already can work. So this is why ISPU is renewing our commitment to research that focuses on questions and challenges to the Muslim community in America. We have heard over and over again from communities, from religious leaders, and from organizations about the need and importance and impact of this work.